DJ, you value music because you play it and you support it and you buy the artist's albums and you buy the artist's singles and you buy the artist's CDs. I suppose when you're in a position as a DJ, also what you try and do is let other people know that you're supporting that music and that it has value as well. I mean, you know, the big way that I would support somebody's music these days is through social media. So as much as I play music out in clubs, you wouldn't necessarily know I was playing a particular artist's record. If it's an instrumental, for example, there's no way that anyone would necessarily know it was by an artist of a particular type. But the way you can get around that is by supporting them on social media through posting on Facebook, on Twitter, on apps like SoundCloud and Mixcloud as well, and including track listings in the mixes that you do online. So there's a variety of ways that you can show appreciation or value for a particular artist.
Besides the very concrete examples of people actually purchasing your music, people coming to your shows, those are the very obvious. I think that when people reach out to you, those are the maybe the more abstract that you don't know, but the ones that really feeds your soul is when people reach out to you and say, you know, that song got me through this, or I really connect with that, and the way that you tell stories, or the way that you express yourself, or the respect that you can feel from musicians when you step into a session and they're like, I've heard of you, or the fact that they notice that your level of knowledge and understanding and passion for what you do kind of transcends more on a quiet level as you're playing, when people kind of it's like any conversation, you know, where you feel that you have respect for what the other person's saying.
And I think, you know, just continuing to share with people when you do feel that connection to their work, or do feel like you know, the work is inspiring to you, is something that's important for me to do.
Well, in the context of the internet, it's quite interesting because we'll be quite vocal on other people's work, leaving comments on Vimeo or wherever that work might be. I think it's nice to show your support of a project that you really like, and that opens up sometimes a dialogue to meet new people. Quite often it can start with just a comment, and in fact Instagram is really good for that. If you like someone's work and you could leave comments and you bump into them at a festival like this, it's quite an interesting way that cycle connects people.
I really love showing my appreciation for people by collaborating. So either inviting people up on stage with me, or trying to invent new ways of being creative together.
Obviously, there is a big difference between creative value and commercial value. I think in terms of the commercial value, for me, I think, again, I come back to the direct-to-fan relationship here. Traditionally in the music industry, we made a record and we said this record is worth £10, and that's an arbitrary figure. How can you possibly value a bit of music? So it's a random figure that you then put out there and you hope that people will pay it. I think with the direct-to-fan relationship, we can actually work more like other companies. We have 10,000 fans. They have £10 a month to spend. What can we do to get that £10 out of them? So rather than arbitrarily putting price tags to our songs or our recordings, it's saying, what money is available? Is it enough? Do we have a business here? And what can we do that will excite those people to spend the money? And that might be give them content, it might be doing a live experience, who knows what it is.
I think that what fans now value has changed. Fans now very much value the unique live experience because music is so available and out there and accessible that what they want is a unique experience. And that's not just in the music, but I think millennials now value experiences and memories more than they value things and ownership. So that's something that's changed, I think.
For me, it's very clear. It's the emergence of services like SoundCloud, typically SoundCloud, as an artist, you can put up your music on there and directly ask your fans what they think of it. So you create a song, you create a track, and you say to people, let me know what you guys think about this. And then, second by second on the track with the waveform, you can actually say, oh, I love this bass line, I don't really like the arrangements of the horns on this, etc. And then there's the value that is created between the fans and the artist, and that works both ways.
Valuing used to mean economic value. How many albums did you sell? How much did you kind of make on the gig or whatever? I think it's harder now. I think the market share has diminished. It's harder to sort of talk in terms of economic value. Now it's in terms of the sort of value you might get from appreciative audiences or whatever, that they express through kind of likes or whatever on social networks or whatever, or on YouTube. Or alternatively, playing gigs, it's the appreciation of your peers, people doing similar, very adventurous kind of music, who are now kind of existing in very sort of mutually supportive environments, maybe 20 or 30 people at a gig, all kind of doing the same kind of thing, all supporting each other.